Now let's go to NewsNation national correspondent Alicia Nieves, who's live for us on Wall Street. Alicia, the markets are hoping to rebound after one of their worst days in months.
Yeah, I mean, the volatility that we saw yesterday and really all week is now leading to the position where markets, if that volatility continues today, are looking to have their worst week since October of last year. You know, just under pressure this week from all that geopolitical uncertainty with the conflict in Iran. But there is some hope this morning that economic data that comes out, around 8:30 this morning, that could be a bright spot that lifts investor sentiment and gives us some hope of the broader picture for the economy. But ahead of the open, we're looking at, futures still again under pressure to the downside here. All major averages looking to open at least 0.2% lower. And this is after the Dow tumbled some 1,000 points at one point during yesterday's session and closed just shy of 800 points lower here. S&P, NASDAQ also went sliding. And the drop comes, as global markets continue to react to what Mills was talking there a second ago about the tension in the Middle East, the uncertainty around energy supply. Investors just closely watching that Strait of Hormuz, that critical shipping, corridor that moves 1/5 of the world's oil supply. And it's unclear right now if it truly is open, how many tankers can get through. That threat really rattling the markets and is leading to, again, that volatility that we're seeing all week and certainly could be seeing today. The uncertainty is leading to these higher oil prices. But again, there is a lot of hope that this morning, 8:30, we're going to get a jobs report, and that report maybe is a bright spot for the economic data and the broader economic picture amid this geopolitical uncertainty, Markie.
Yeah, and let's talk about that because that is the big number for today, the monthly jobs report. What are economists expecting, especially at this time amongst conflict?
Yeah, you mentioned hope the markets, rise today. There's hope the labor market is still strong, especially following ADP's report earlier this week that did show better than expected job growth in the private sector. The labor market and jobs report, the monthly one, is kind of the gold standard here. And there is an expectation that we could see unemployment, that rate kind of hold right around 4.3%, that we could see 60,000 jobs added for the month of February. It would technically be a slight slowdown from January when we had 130,000. But as long as we see job growth at a strong pace, 60,000, it could be a good morning, not only for the labor market pictures, but again, potentially even for the stock market and financial markets, giving them some optimism that, again, amid the geopolitical uncertainty and all that's going on, in the energy sector and the conflict with Iran, that the labor market potentially is strong, Markie.
Yeah, we will comb through that in real time the moment that it drops. Alicia Nieves, live for us in New York. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.